So let's talk about life after death. I remember when I had eye surgery to correct my vision. Uh, I know this is not like a death experience, but everything was black. It's like I had well, everything was black. It just I saw just blackness. It was all blackness. Um, and then once they fixed it, the light came on, but I just saw blackness. I know that's not like talk about life after death. I think the scientist says there might be evidence for life after death. Doesn't mean it's going to be any of the religions after life of heavens or hells. Doesn't mean you're going to have to become religious because there's just too many versions of heavens, too many versions of hell. I mean, and besides, you know, I heard when you die, there's like some consciousness still remaining. Um, and kind of go back to the experience when you black out. When you when you have surgery or whatever, and then you see the light. Um, but it doesn't mean you actually go to a physical realm. You remember when you die, you a lot of DMT is released, and DMT is the chemical that makes you dream and have nightmares. A lot of that's released when you die, and that's what makes you have dreams and nightmares. So it's not necessarily like you physically go to heaven or physically go to hell. It's in your brain, um, and I think that's the evidence they're talking about. It's not like evidence you're actually going to a heaven, going to a hell. Because like I said, I mean, when my eye, when when I got vision correction, all I saw was blackness. Um, it was weird. You just you just see blackness. It's like, and that's how you probably die. You'd be like probably because remember, we have neurons in our brain. Our senses are firing like minutes. Thousands and millions and or billions actually a minute from everything you do. So if you kill yourself, all that activity is going to start ceasing. Um, and, until you get to the one that just kills them all. After the billion one, and there's going to be still activity in your brain, and that's when the people they bring back. They have near death experience. All the near death experience I heard is they saw like a tunnel. They saw light. Let me go back to the experience when I had vision correction. It was all black, and then sometimes when you close your eyes and you can think of something, and you actually start hallucinating. If you start like if you close your eyes or if you look at a light a long time, you start closing your eyes. You feel like your brain plays tricks on you. It feels like you've seen a light, you've seen something, but it's not there. I think that's what they mean with the tunnel of light when they start um, when they come back from near-death experiences. I think that's what probably they're describing. So yeah, um, it's just no like physical realm. It's not like you actually go to heaven or go to hell. It's just your processes in your brain, your neurons stop functioning, and you still have some brain activity until you completely cease. You know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot has to shut down when you kill yourself. When you die, a lot shuts down. The billion neurons shuts down. All the different parts of the brain was shut down. The DMT is released. Um, and that's what causes you have nightmares and dreams. So it's in anyways, heaven and hell couldn't exist because there's just too many versions of heaven and hell and too many religions. Which heaven and hell? It's like picking which god. So, like I said, the religion, all this stuff that people made up because they just didn't understand the universe and the world, and they wanted to make it wasn't a system to make everybody happy with afterlife. You know, it's like you have to believe in this God to get to heaven. You know, if you don't, you go to hell. It's not like everybody goes to heaven. You know what I mean? So it's not like the people that created the religion. It's not like they they were all good. I mean, they could have made it like, you know, everybody could have believed. Imagine if somebody these all these people created religion when everything was just good. You know, there was no hell. There was just like, you know, everybody goes to heaven when you die, and you don't have to worship that God is not jealous, and it could have been like that. It could have been, but it's not, unfortunately. And so.